So now we will see transition property in CSS. So guys, basically the CSS transition allows you to change the property values smoothly over a given duration. So guys, so far we have seen how we can transform a particular HTML element with the help of the translate, rotate or the scale functions inside the CSS. But guys, those changes were made in such a way that there was no smooth transitioning over here. So guys, for example, if I show you over here, if we see the translate x function and let's say we provide 50 pixels of translate x over here. So basically what will happen is it is directly moving on the right hand side by 50 pixels and there is no smooth transitioning that is happening from the original position to the target position over here. So guys, we will check the entire HTML and the CSS code with the help of example and we are going to make the smooth transition that will work over here. So guys, what we will do is simply I'm going to remove the previous lines of code that we had written in the HTML and the CSS files over here. We are going to start from scratch and we are going to see how the transitions will work. So basically, in order to create a transition effect, you must specify two things. So what are those two things? So the very first important thing is the CSS property you want to add an effect to, and the second important thing is the duration of the effect. So guys, we will check the example now. Over here we are going to increase the width smoothly in 2 seconds for a particular HTML element. So guys, over here inside the body tag, simply we are going to have the div tag over here, and for this div tag let us define certain CSS properties. So let's say we have the width of 100 pixels and the height as well of 100 pixels over here. So basically we are going to have the square box with the help of this div tag, and apart from this let us also provide the border of 2 pixels with the black color in this case. So basically we have the border style as solid and the border color as black. Now guys, apart from this let us also have the background color as yellow color this time, and also we will get this div HTML element at the center of the screen. So basically we are going to use the margin equal to auto. So this will get the div tag at the center of the screen as far as the horizontal direction is concerned, and for the vertical direction let's say we provide the top margin as 15% over here. So let me just save this file now and try reloading this page once again on the browser. So as you can see, this is the square div tag that we can see right now. So guys, what we will do is, let's say we want to rotate this particular div tag by 45 degree. So simply we can use the transform property that we had used previously and we can say rotate by 45 degrees over here. So basically the value that we have provided is 45 DEG, which stands for degrees. Let me just save this file now and try reloading this page once again on the browser. So as you can see, it is rotated by 45 degree. What we will do is we will apply the CSS property on mouse hover. So basically we want to use the div tag followed by colon and then we will use the pseudo class that is hover. So we are going to paste this transform property. So when the user gets the mouse, that is the cursor, on this particular div tag, then only the transform property should be applied. So guys, let me just save this file now and try reloading this page. So as you can see, this is the original position, and when the user gets the mouse on this particular div tag, it is rotating itself. But guys, if you notice, there is no smooth rotation over here. Basically from the original position, it is getting the target position that is rotated at the 45 degrees over here without any smooth transitioning. So we are going to apply the smooth transition with the help of the transition property inside CSS. So we must have the two important things. So first of all, the CSS property that we want to use. So in this case, we are going to have the transform CSS property and then followed by the duration of the effect. So guys, basically how do we do that? So inside the div tag over here, simply we have to use the transition CSS property this time, and the very first parameter will be the CSS property that we want to use. So in this case, it is going to be transform over here and then followed by the space character, and let's say we want to rotate it in 2 seconds and not instantly as it is happening by default. So guys, over here simply we have to provide 2s, which stands for 2 seconds over here. Let me just save this file now and try reloading this page once again over here. So with the help of this particular CSS property, what will happen is this div tag, that is the square box, will rotate itself with the help of the 45 degrees, but this will happen in 2 seconds. So it will look like a smooth rotation over here. So let me just reload this page once again, and when we get the mouse cursor on this div tag, as you can see it is a smooth rotation that is happening over here, and when we get the mouse cursor away from this div tag, again it is a smooth transition, that is rotation towards its original position over here. So guys, in this way, this is the transition CSS property that we can use in order to provide the smooth rotation or any of the properties that we want to implement in a smooth way. So guys, let us check another example. Over here we can also add the multiple properties to the transition. So guys, notice that we also have another property, that is width over here, which is 100 pixels. So let's say during this transform, that is the rotation, we also want to increase the width to 200 pixels over here. So what we can do is simply we can provide a comma after this 2 seconds, and we have to provide the CSS property that we want to change, that is width in this case, and let's say with that same duration of 2 seconds we want to increase the width. Now guys, how much we want to increase the width, that we need to provide on this hover property over here. So basically we want to change the width to 200 pixels this time, which is the double value of this 100 pixels, which is the original width of the square box. So guys, let me just save this file now and try reloading this page once again on the browser. So now when we get the cursor on this particular square box, what will happen is the transform will happen in 2 seconds, which will rotate the box, and also it is going to increase the width within 2 seconds over here to 200 pixels simultaneously. So both these things will happen simultaneously over here in the span of 2 seconds in this case. So let me just reload this page once again on the browser, and when we get the cursor over here, so as you can see, in 2 seconds the square box got rotated to 45 degrees as well, and apart from that the width also increased to 200 pixels, and now it is a rectangle that we can see. And when we get the mouse cursor away from this HTML element, as you can see, it is coming back to its original position over here. So guys, in this way we can apply the multiple transition properties over here, and we need to provide the values to these CSS properties over here on the hover or any other condition that you want to implement based on the project requirement. So guys, apart from this, we can also have the transition timing function property, which is another property that you can mention over here. So guys, basically when you type transition, as you can see, this is the CSS property over here, that is the timing function. So we have multiple values that you can use over here. So basically when we provide the value of ease, it will start slowly, and then in between it will move faster, and then in the end the transition will end slowly. So guys, let me just save this file now and try reloading this page once again on the browser. When we get the cursor over here, as you can see, in the middle it was very fast, and at the start and at the end it was very slow over here. So guys, this is the meaning of ease value in this case. We can also provide linear, in which case the speed of the transition will be same throughout the span. So guys, over here there will be no slow start or slow end. So let us check that as well. So when we reload this page, as you can see, this is the linear transition that we can see over here. So guys, you can check out the other values for this particular transition timing function. As you can see, these are the list of suggested values over here. And then guys, apart from this, we also have something called as transition delay, which will help us in order to delay the transition. So guys, let us check that as well. So over here what we are going to do is simply I'll comment out this line of code, and basically we are going to have this transition delay CSS property. So guys, basically it is going to delay the transition. So let's say we provide 2 seconds of delay. So basically the transition is not going to start up to 2 seconds, and then after that the transition will start, that we have already mentioned over here. So let me just save this file now, and when we reload this page once again on the browser, and let's get the cursor over here. So 1, 2. So after 2 seconds the transition is happening over here, and when we get the cursor away, again after 2 seconds the transition will occur in such a way that the HTML element will go back to its original position. So guys, in this way you can also provide the transition delay based on the project requirements, where you want to delay the transition for that particular HTML element. Guys, while doing so, can we change the background color as well? So let us check that as well. So what we will do is over here, let us remove the delay as well, and after this width we are going to provide the background color property as well, and within 2 seconds we want to change. So the original color is the yellow color over here. Let us change the color to some other value. So let's say we have the background color as aqua color this time. So guys, we are moving from yellow color to the aqua color, and within the span of 2 seconds over here the color should change. So guys, let me just save this file now. It will be a gradual change if you can see. So let me just reload this page once again on the browser. So when we get the cursor over here, as you can see, the color is also changing to aqua gradually from yellow to aqua. And then when we get the cursor back from this particular rectangle right now, that is the HTML element, the color should change back from aqua to yellow. So guys, over here, as you can see, gradually it is also changing the background color. So guys, whatever CSS properties that you want to change, you need to provide inside the transition CSS property, and then apart from that you have to provide the time duration during which the CSS property should get updated over here, and the final value should be applied, and when that CSS property will update its value, the transition will be applied to the HTML element. We can also have the different timings over here as well. So let's say we want to finish the background color transition within 1 second. So we have provided 1 second over here. Let me just save this file now and try reloading this page once again on the browser. So now if you notice, the aqua color has completed its transition within 1 second over here, and this is the way that you can provide the different times for the transition that you have applied for the transition CSS property. So guys, comment in the comment section below whether you have learned something out of this video. Please make sure that you like this video so that it reaches to more people, and subscribe to this channel so that you get the notifications on upcoming videos as well. The next video that we are going to talk about is animations in CSS. So stay tuned.